Welcome to another edition of KatSoup, the best and worst of internet humor on the radio. I'm Kat.
And I'm Alex.
And are you done dancing?
Ooh, yeah.
Because I have a real question for you. That's
a
nice.
real question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How tall
As
are you?
As opposed to?
The fake question, like,
Yeah.
are you done yet?
Wow, we're starting already. It's early.
Yes, we are. So, how tall are you?
6 foot.
Are you?
No, I'm not 6 feet. You know, men always lie about their height. You know that. They always
add like an inch or so.
They do. I'm 5'9", but for years I thought it was 5'10", and on my driver's license they would say, how tall are you? And I would always say 5'10".
Maybe you shrank.
And they would always say, are you sure? And I'm like, just do your job.
Oh my. There's a comedian, Jeff Arcuri, who I adore. If you're watching, please.
I think I've seen him.
He's amazing, but he makes sure that in his stand-up routine he says, I am 5'6 3/4".
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a little guy.
That's considered short for a guy.
You've got to remember the 3/4 with him or he gets upset. So.
Well, like Sylvester Stallone, I mean, these are short guys, but they wear lifts, don't they?
Yeah, and they only film them from the waist up. See, we look like we're the same height sitting down.
She's taller than I am.
Am I?
I think you are.
I'm 5'6".
Okay.
So.
I'm 5'5.5". Oh wait, I'm 5'9".
I'm 5'3".
I'm 5 3/4. Actually, an eighth. Who's counting?
Speaking of that, from interestingfacts.com, I have a trivia question. On average, where do the world's tallest people come from?
I don't know.
The Netherlands.
No.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
I would have guessed a different part of the world. I don't know. I've known some tall Canadians.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know where I thought it was, but the Netherlands did not come to mind.
See, I never would have thought of that.
I guess the fresh air and everything they have helps them grow. That's just coming out of my face.
You make them sound like a plant. What?
No.
Water them and,
Oh, goodness. So I have a joke.
Yes.
I have a hint.
Yes.
This is from upjoke.com. Upjoke is interesting because there are jokes, but there are another set of jokes that are grayed out. And you
Why?
have to say, because they're dirty.
Oh.
So you have to click on them and say that you're an adult.
Why do people have to be dirty? I don't understand that. Why would they put them on then?
Because they're really funny. You just can't use
Ask
them.
a dumb question, you get a dumb answer.
They're really, really funny.
I believe you. You've read all of them.
All of them.
Just
I've read the whole Upjoke compendium. So my
You're
joke
well-read.
is
Yeah.
never lie to an X-ray technician because they can see right through you.
Don't you want somebody to love?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. You found that on Upchuck? What's it called?
Upjoke.
Oh, Upjoke. I thought it was Upchuck.
Joke. Because it's a joke.
Joke. I'm 5'9". Okay, go ahead. I'm ready.
So did you like the little Jefferson Airplane clip there?
I love Jefferson. Yeah.
I did too.
I like that song too.
Yeah. So it did have a hint in it
Okay.
because we're talking about body parts. Don't you want somebody to love? Body? Okay, you're not even amused.
Yes, I am. I was going to say something. I'm editing myself in my...
Well, I was thinking about all the
Yes.
sounds that you could use for body parts, and none of them were
Sounds?
decent. Think about it later. You'll come up with it.
Okay.
Like burping and other
Yeah,
things that
yeah.
are not so nice.
Is that what the show's about?
It's about
like
body parts. It's
Okay.
about all the nice stuff about body parts, pretty much. There's a couple pieces that are kind of like, ew, but...
I think this will be fun. It's like experimental radio.
This entire show from the beginning has been experimental
This has
radio.
never been done before. We're really...
Every day it's another
we're
experiment.
really a progressive show, Kat. We're doing things that, let's see Jay Leno or somebody like that do a show like this, or
Jay Leno, you mean the guy that's not funny and half dead now?
yeah,
Okay.
his body
That was
parts are
mean.
failing him.
That was mean.
Did you
I heard
see
him do stand-up one time. He was really good.
in person.
Yeah.
Really, where were you at?
Okay, this will show you
He's
how old
good.
I am. Do you remember, what was the Circular Theater in Akron? Carousel Theater. Front row. Yeah, front row.
The carousel was in Akron.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He was funny.
He was really funny.
Yeah, I like him.
So my curious word saying for today
Okay.
is thumbs up.
Oh, I do that all the time. And do you know somebody told me that that's offensive on social media, on text and stuff? I'm like, how's that
What,
offensive?
thumbs up?
Yeah, people are telling me, wow, that's offensive. And I saw an article, I read an article about that. Yeah, I think it's crazy.
Okay.
I still use it.
Because in some cultures,
Mm-hmm.
that is not nice. Or supposedly not nice.
Really?
But it also is great. Because
In what
now,
way? Yeah.
thumbs up means liking things, whether YouTube
Mhm.
video or Facebook post, but this
Yeah.
positive gesture likely came from World War I pilots who used the
Mhm.
hand signal to give the okay on pre-flight checks.
I've heard about that. The Oxford English Dictionary records the first positive meaning of thumbs up. I do it all the time. And Over the Top, a popular 1917 book by Arthur Guy Emprey. He was an American who served in the British Army in the First World War. About his experiences at war. Now it's a widely recognized gesture, fingers curled in the palm, thumbs stretched out, pointing skyward. I do it all the time. I think my dad did that, and others back then. It's always a positive thing.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
I think people are messing with you.
All these years.
I mean, the thumbs up thing, that's how we say okay
Yeah, me too. And on
in
text.
my work.
Remember when I text you, I always do the thumbs
Oh
up.
my gosh, you had a huge thumbs up.
And mine
when I
is
messed
black.
up.
Mine's not white.
Well,
Mine's black.
I'm a little concerned about
my,
that.
My hand.
Do you identify as black?
I do.
I thought maybe
I do.
You're Italian. I thought maybe that was your tan.
No, well, it's black. It's
And
not.
I'm like, yeah, you are a lot darker than me, though, just in general.
Well, that's because I'm in the sun. This is my. Because your
Well,
your
yeah.
arm is tanned here too. Because when you drive.
I know. Hold up your hand. See? See? We're both Italian. Somebody got the good genes.
Well, you did.
No, you did, because you can tan.
Thumbs up.
I just
Well,
have
that
the
throws
wide
people.
hips.
That's why I do it. Throws people off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I do laugh every time I see it. We have a top 10 list.
Thanks.
This
Okay, I'm
is,
ready. Now I'm ready.
This
Had to think
is
about that.
from BuzzFeed.com.
Okay.
This is weird things some people can do with their bodies.
Oh boy.
Yes, there are some things special people can do, not short bus special, but special people can do with various parts of their bodies. Here's a list from weird-ish to weirdest. Note at the top of the article said, this post was translated from Portuguese.
Well, let's start with number 10. Here it goes.
This is as racy as it gets.
Yeah. Fart with your armpit is
Doesn't-
number 10.
Every little boy learns that, don't they? In like
Yeah, I
second grade.
I never did that.
Well,
I don't know. I had friends who were good at it. I just,
Yeah, it's weird. Oh, this one. 9 is lick your elbow,
I've never done that.
which doesn't sound like much until you try to do it.
I don't think I can do
I
that.
don't. You'd have to.
I usually have other people lick my elbow. I don't usually lick my own.
I have
we'll
a
talk about
dog that
later.
licks my elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 8, raise only one eyebrow. Well, people have done that. I mean, that's.
Not all people can
I'm not
do it.
really good at it at all, but
I was born doing that.
we should talk about that sometime.
But no, people can't do that. Ray couldn't do it.
I didn't
He
know
tried
that.
and he could not.
Really?
No, we tried to coach him.
Ray, he's seen this list.
I was actually putting this together while he was at my place.
Hey, let's do something fun with the list. After each one, let's tell me if Ray can do it or not. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, honey.
He can't lick his own elbow. We know that.
No.
Okay.
So.
And raise one eyebrow.
So the next one is raise your upper lip like it's caught on a hook.
Oh, like Elvis. Remember Elvis used to do that? Like,
Oh,
Hello.
that one. That's what they were
Yeah,
meaning. So
yeah.
I was like, I don't understand. You
Yeah.
can do that. You do that really well.
yeah, I know. I was
Oh.
punched once. That's why. Are you surprised?
No.
How about this one? You wiggle your nose without using your hands, like Tabitha and Bewitched.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Can you?
I'm surprised anyone can do that.
Can Ray do that? I bet he could.
I don't know.
Wiggle his nose.
We'll have to check that.
Well,
I did
yeah.
have an aunt, though, that could wiggle her ears.
I've seen that happen, but I don't know of anybody that can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, they would just move like
Yeah.
wiggle? Oh, okay.
Which I totally just blew something. Okay, so what
What a
was the
talented
next
family.
one? Touch the tip of your nose with your tongue.
I can't do that. I've tried that once. My tongue is too small. Like a Pekingese, and it's purple. I'm not going to show anybody.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I just don't want to see that.
I love this body parts thing we're doing.
Yeah,
It's great.
Yeah. And then bend only the top joint of your finger.
See, I can't do that either. Are you double jointed?
Well, I can. No.
I'm not.
No. Apparently not. I can't do that.
I'm waiting for something to happen. I'm looking really closely.
I'm trying. No.
What's going on?
No, I can wiggle my little pinky toe.
I can't
without
do that
any
either.
help.
I'm like a corpse compared to
You
you.
really kind of are.
I can't do any
I
of
wonder if
this.
there's any statistics about male versus female being able to move body parts.
Hold on, I've got a
independently of each other.
funeral home on the line. Hold on just a second.
Stop that. So the weirdest thing some people can do with their bodies is
Turn.
we forgot the
That's number 2. Turn your eyelids inside out. No, see, I can't. That
Okay.
grosses me out.
folks from Cuyahoga Falls High School. Do you all remember Ricky Lynn? He used to do that. I think it was when we went to Roberts Junior High, because they weren't middle schools, they were junior highs back then. And he was in my art class, and he would do that, and I thought I was going to vomit every time he did it.
Dr. Lynn, I think he's an optometrist now, isn't he? Dr. Lynn?
Probably. I mean,
Ricky Lynn?
he was very good looking, and he was funny, but the whole eyelid thing out inside out, ugh,
Ugh.
no. And the teacher put me right across from him.
What do you-
Because we had square tables, and we had
Yeah.
to sit 2 and 2
Yeah.
facing each other, and so I had to look at that.
Did he do it often?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that hurt your eye or your
You'd think.
eyelid? Or
You'd think. Ugh. Anyway,
That
it's
gives me
disgusting.
the willies and stuff. Yeah.
So story time is about funny doctor-patient stories.
I've got a couple. Okay, that sounds good.
This is from boredpanda.com.
Okay.
And these are true. This was a column where they asked people to write in either as a patient or as a doctor with
Yeah.
weird stuff that happened. So
Gosh.
some of them are from patients themselves.
Okay, well, here's one. A patient comes in with abdominal pain, and the patient says, I think it's my gallbladder. And looking over their chart, I see their gallbladder was removed 20 years ago, so that is impossible. I mentioned this, to which they reply, yeah, but it grew back. Like a salamander. It grew back. Wow.
So when I had a colonoscopy, my GI doctor I said, wow, now I know what a Muppet feels like. He had to stop for a moment to regain his composure.
That's right. And
No, well, we're not going to talk about
yeah,
that.
no.
No.
That'll be for the after show.
Yes.
How about this one? While in dental school, my friend pulled out several bombed out, technical term for rotten, teeth on an adult male. After the procedure was finished and post-op instructions were given, the man asked, so when should I expect my new teeth to grow in? He was serious. Grow in?
People, like, did they not study anatomy just a little bit in school?
And how do they live their life? I mean, if you think like that, how do they get by day to day?
Have you driven on Route 8?
Oh,
They're all there.
yes.
There was a huge wreck this morning.
On Route 8
Big
coming in?
pile up, yeah, and there were, like, the entire Akron Police Force and all the fire departments
That's
were there.
awful,
It
yeah.
was bad. So this one, this is from an ER doc.
Yeah.
I once had a 20-year-old and his girlfriend come in at 2 a.m. freaking out because something has torn his throat apart. He seemed fine. No blood. Breathing was fine. I had him open his mouth and saw nothing. I didn't want him to lose confidence in me. Clearly something had happened. So I'm looking and looking. There's nothing wrong with this kid's throat. Finally, I say, look, it seems okay. What do you feel or see? And the man said, I don't feel it, but look, it's right there. Where? I asked. Looking. It was his uvula.
Oh,
The little thing that hangs down in the
Yeah.
back of your throat.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So this is brilliant. This is brilliant. That somehow the kid had gotten to the age of 20 without ever noticing that he had one of those. The girlfriend was horrified. So I told them it was normal. Didn't believe me. So I told them about something to blow their minds and show him his girlfriend's uvula. She has one too? Oh no! Mind's blown, another life saved in the ER.
Isn't that amazing? God, that's unbelievable. That's true, though. These are true
You know, my
stories.
son had his cut off.
What happens if it's cut off? What does that do?
Nothing, because he's fine. He was eating a piece of celery and something, and it got caught, and it it cut it off.
What's the purpose of having a uvula? Do you know?
That's a whole other show.
Yeah, I always
no
wondered that.
No idea.
Okay.
What? Makes you snore.
That's what Dave said. All right. Well, I was told, whoops, I'm just going to kind of tack it on. I'll probably hold while having my fingertip reattached after a freak accident. As I left the ER, a different medical professional said to me, "Oh, wow, they saved it? We were sure you were going to lose it. We even placed bets." Oh gosh.
Don't you wonder what they say to each other after we leave?
While I'm there.
And how many bets have been placed. Yeah.
A lot of money exchanged in the ER.
So this is close to that. "If you don't mind," said the doctor, "I'd like to show everyone pictures of your tonsils." According to her, I had the most disgusting tonsils she had ever seen in her years in the business. And gosh darn, she wanted to show them off.
Ugh, gosh. I had a doctor tell me that my metabolism is so slow that I would do very well in an apocalypse.
I'm
That's
not
bad.
sure why, but yeah, that's not,
Some doctors just don't have any tact, you know.
Or they think they're funny. I don't know.
Yeah, it's our job to tell them they're not.
Yes, it is.
Because we're paying for our visit.
Yeah, it is. And they can't do anything dangerous to us.
Well, this is after the appointment.
Besides, like, removing things that they shouldn't. Another show.
Okay.
So we have fast facts about body parts. This is from interestingfacts.com.
Yeah.
And we're going to kind of go through these quick because they're just short little facts.
All right. Astronauts get about 3% taller in space.
Isn't that crazy?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, but they come home and they're
I wonder
taller.
why.
Something about the gravity. I didn't put the explanations in here because it's supposed to be like a quick list.
I was so bad at science. I couldn't even begin to
I
understand
love science.
that. Really?
I loved it, yeah.
Well, that explains a lot.
You shouldn't swim on a full stomach. It's a lie.
Yeah.
There's no reason to do that. I'm not sure what mothers were thinking when they started telling us that.
My mom always said that. Did your mom say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not true. There's no problem at all.
Things that, don't.
I'm thinking maybe mom was tired and didn't want to have to, watch the kids in the pool for a while. So she fed them and made them sit there.
Get out and get in the pool and don't drown. I know. Well, the space between your eyebrows is called the glabella. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep. I think, or glabella. Globula? No, it's Glabella.
I don't even know how to break that
Which
down. I
means
didn't know that.
pretty glob, right, Bella?
Yeah.
It's Italian for
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
right.
it's right.
Ew.
It's right there.
Huh.
It's where women get quotation marks. They call them.
Or a unibrow.
Oh, that's when your eyebrows grow together.
Yeah, yeah.
But when you have these two little lines and they get deeper,
Oh, is that what they're
like
called?
yeah. Yours.
Yeah, I have
Women refer to that as.
a large glabella.
You do.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, I get.
Well, women go to
I'll
the
get
doctor to
Botox.
get those smoothed out.
Yeah, I'll.
People I know did that.
I'm gonna get a lifestyle lift after this show. Get the whole thing done. Okay.
The humans, that was good. Humans are the only primates with eyebrows. Yeah,
Really?
now you're going to look through the big book of animals to see. Yeah, and it's true. We're the only ones that have eyebrows.
I was thinking, yeah. Interesting. Okay, well, the average person blinks about 12 times per minute. That's 10,000 times per day and 4.2 million times per year. That's a lot of blinking.
I mean, it's a lot of blinking. This one blew my mind.
Okay.
Like snowflakes and fingerprints, no two people's eyes are exactly the same color.
Wow.
Everybody has their own shade.
Even brown and
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There are that many variations. There are more variations of eye color than there are Pantone colors.
Have you ever known somebody with one eye different color than the other? My grandmother
Yeah.
had a blue eye and
Really?
a blue eye and a green eye.
Is that Italian?
Well, she was Bulgarian.
Oh,
But my
well,
Italian
it's probably
grandmother.
not Italian then.
Yeah, isn't that unusual?
That is unusual. Interesting.
Okay.
So from Your West Central and upjoke.com, and I can't remember which one came from which one. Just some bad jokes.
Did you hear? This is from upchuck.com. Did you hear about the guy whose whole left side was cut off? He's all right now. Now that's cute.
That's cute. The doctor told the patient, "You have acute appendicitis." The patient replied, "Is that better than an ugly one?"
This is That's where the laugh track comes in. We need a laugh track. That's what we need.
We do.
All right.
We had one for one day, I think, and then somebody gave it up.
Yeah.
So the other one is kind of stupid. What did the skeleton order for dinner? Spare ribs. Yeah.
That's funny. What's the fastest thing on your face?
What?
Your nose. It's always running.
Which bone always lies?
Which one?
The fibula,
I like
which is
that.
part of your arm. I don't know which part.
Well, Kat, when you die, which I hope is not soon, but when you die, what body part dies last?
I don't know.
The pupils. They dilate.
They dilate.
Why?
Okay.
That's bad.
So this is the last one on here. What body part always loses?
I don't know.
The feet.
Defeat.
Yeah, the feet.
The agony of defeat. I remember that.
So this is an interesting one. This is the weekly rant. Surgeons are sharing the wildest things they found in someone's body.
Ah.
And I can't comprehend it. This is from BuzzFeed.com, and there were also some from Newsweek.com.
Okay.
So if you love or hate to love medical shows like Grey's Anatomy and Scrubs, then we found a thread on Reddit asking surgeons to share the most messed up thing they've seen in someone's body. And these are some of the top voted replies.
Health workers attending a 44-year-old male patient at a U.S. emergency department had to call the bomb squad for advice when it was revealed an undetonated firework was lodged in his right leg. Now, how did that...
Yeah. Well, this story did go on about how things happen, but I cut it short.
That's
and
something.
I'd rather just have you worry
That must have
about
hurt.
how it worked.
Can you imagine?
Well, it didn't go off, so
Well,
that
what-
was good.
And it could have, right? I mean, when they were there,
It was undetonated.
I would not work in that guy. I'd say, I'll pass on this.
You'd
yeah.
blow him off.
You read my mind.
Yes. A professor of medicine in Paris says, I have a collection of, accidentally or voluntarily, ingested foreign bodies that include fish bones, meat bones, pins, safety pins, razor blades, glass, knives, forks, spoons, lighters, buttons, batteries, toothpicks, dentistry,
Wow.
and drugs
He collects all this stuff.
in little bags.
My
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, the drugs part is swallowed in the package.
Yeah.
Like the whole, you rip off the strip of Pepto-Bismol things and.
Yeah, that's on To Catch a, whatchamacallit, that's on, there's a whole show about that on the Travel Channel.
Oh. About
peop-
things in people's bodies?
Yeah, like drugs. It takes place at an airport.
Oh, the mule thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
So that's not what this meant. That
No,
means
no,
drugs
right.
swallowed with the
Gosh.
package.
And forks. Who would swallow a fork?
Ah, well,
How can
and
you swallow a
razor
fork?
blade. How do you swallow a razor blade and not notice that it hurts?
Or glass. How do you swallow glass?
I don't know.
Gosh.
So I learned a new word here.
Yeah.
Bezoar.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a giant hairball.
In the exact shape of a stomach. Turns out the patient worked at a hair salon and was eating other people's hair. Is that a fetish? Or what's that called? When you-
Weird?
That's like that show where they're eating like cushions from a chair and stuff.
Isn't that called pica when you eat things that you shouldn't be eating?
That's called crazy.
Like paper and stuff.
Oh,
I
is
don't
that
know.
pica?
I think that's what it's called.
That reminds me of typing. Remember Elite, Pica, and Elite? Remember that?
Oh, it's French food.
Who?
French food.
French food
Yeah.
is
Pica?
what?
Some stuff that you.
Oh, hair. They serve hair in Paris.
We've got an Olympic theme going here.
So this one is terrible.
Okay.
Cement.
Ugh.
I work in dermatology and had a couple of women come with cement injected into their faces. They didn't know why they couldn't feel their faces or do certain facial expressions. And yes, they wanted a discount dermatologist, so they went to Mexico.
Oh, I've heard stories about stuff like that, and Botox and things like that.
I was not happy when
Yeah.
dentists could do Botox. I think maybe they still do, but I'd like somebody that, knows skin rather than teeth to
I didn't
put
know they
stuff
did
in my
Botox.
face.
As a side thing, they would just do.
I don't know if they do here anymore, but they used to.
Wow.
In Florida, where I got mine, they do, but I did
I
not go
didn't
to
know
a
you got
dentist.
Botox. You look fine. Well, you don't get it
Oh,
anymore.
it's come back. It's worn off. This was 2 years ago. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to try it just to see.
Yeah.
And I found this great place with this wonderful doctor. She was a medical doctor, and she decided to open this practice for cosmetic surgery. And yeah, just a few little shots, and they did the lip thing, and
Well, they have like bad Botox too. You have to watch, right?
yeah.
Because
she
you
was-
get like,
and that was what was cool. She was
Yeah.
very, very careful,
mm-hmm.
and didn't want anything over the top. So
Right.
she's like, we can always inject more.
Well,
we can't take it out. So
I went to go see about Botox once, but I left because they were going to give me Food Club, and I didn't want that. The cheapest of the cheap,
Oh my.
All right, Kat. Well, a man came into my clinic with really bad stomach pain, so I felt around his stomach and gave him an x-ray. What I found was 2 pool balls and car keys. I asked how this happened, but all I could get out of him was that he was super blackout drunk.
Wow.
Well, that's really drunk if you have to swallow your car keys. A fob I could see, but a car key, that's this big.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pool ball. How do you swallow a pool ball? How do you even get it in your? I don't want to know.
I've never heard of that,
I
unless you're a
don't wanna know.
snake, right? A snake will swallow a pool ball.
Will it?
Yeah, a
Oh,
cue ball.
I guess
Is it a cue ball? Yeah.
because they swallow mice.
Whose
whole
mouth
and
is
stuff.
big enough for? Well, wait a minute. I got a
Feel
name on
free.
that one.
Feel free to just list those people.
I knew
underneath
one
here.
person that might have, but that's back in the day.
So we have a top 10 list.
Yes.
This is body parts by name
This is by Upchuck.
from WashingtonPost.com.
Well, that's reputable.
Yeah. A neighbor of Upchuck. Up joke.
Up joke.
So whether you're reading this at the breakfast table, on the couch, or in the bathtub, there is something I know about you at this very moment. Are you ready?
Oh, go boy.
Your
Yes.
epidermis is showing, Alex.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah. What? Wait a minute. What's an epidermis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Calm down. It's your skin. Epidermis is the name for your skin.
What's a variation of epidermis? Epidemis? What's that word?
Epidermis? No, I think it's a
Epidemis?
singular plural together. I forget what.
I don't
that's
know
word.
anything about Latin. Is that a Latin word, do you think?
Everything's Latin
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
So dermis,
Gosh.
dermis literally means skin, and
Mhm.
epi
I knew a Matt Dermis
is kind of lots of.
in school.
You knew, right?
His last name was Dermis. He had a temper. I think he's dead now.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
On
that
that
could be
note.
why. So here's some body parts that you might not know.
Okay, patella. You know what that is?
No,
It's your elbow.
no, it's not.
I'm just testing you. It's your kneecap. It's your
Well,
kneecap.
because I have it's in writing.
I should cover that up. Okay.
The axilla.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, it's a part of the human body. It rhymes with gorilla
Okay.
and can smell just as bad. It's your armpit.
Axilla? Oh, wow. I've never heard that. Umbilicus? This is the name for the navel, which is more commonly referred to as the belly button. Well, we know that one.
Yeah, which obviously comes from umbilical cord.
Yeah.
The phalanges, which are bones of your finger. So I'm wondering, if I go in and I order chicken phalanges,
I'll try that today.
if you're Friends fans, that was one of the go-tos for Phoebe. Anytime she had to make up a name, she, I'm
Really?
Mary Phalange. And sometimes she had nouns that were named Phalange. Oh, I remember there was
She's
something
funny.
problem with a plane one time, and she needed to get off, and she said something about
Phalange.
this plane is missing phalanges.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
I sold all my body parts to feed my gambling addiction. Maybe I should quit while I'm ahead. That is all
That's
we have
funny.
for today. This one went fast.
I know.
I'm Kat.
And I'm Alex.
And together we're
a real somebody.
not really together. Together we are
KatSoup.
the best of internet humor on the radio.
Not really.
Listen to us on WEYE and radio.net. We have a podcast on Spotify that's amazing. Thanks to Alex.
Well, thanks to Kat. Thank you, Kat.
Facebook is KatSouper with a K.
Mhm.
Kathleen Kat with a K. YouTube is KatSoup on the radio.
Yeah. That's a lot of places. We're all over.
We are. We're going to take over the world one day with that meowy music.
We're
that
international. We should do the next one in French.
Did we mention that Dave created this music as
You
our
did,
outro?
yeah. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. There's one bark in it. There we
Here
go.
it is.
That was well timed.
You should be a DJ. That's great.
Thanks for watching.
Oh.